the show. For a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedure.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry. Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I want...
Let's go ask the Duke. Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there...
Yeah, what was with that earthquake?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs...
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be...
Huh, you've got a point. By the way... Wait, seriously?
Aha, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right! Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and...
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to...
I knew you'd ask.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries.
Ah, so you do have a...
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? We'll come back to see you.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay... Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervalev was the one who asked us to come here... we should probably go report... You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette?
I'm sure just your regards will do, no? You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of
Leaving the ministry was definitely the right decision.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Neuvillette!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment. In the meantime, please, have a seat.
That's all right.
Very well.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to...
All right.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you. Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather a whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that child is presently immersed in primordial...
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Does he...
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how... Yes? What is it?
Oh, right! Paimon felt... We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know...
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophe. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Oh no! What happened here? Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's... We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone...
Just stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
All right, just hurry! I'm not young anymore. How...
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly...
To
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety.
He's wounded?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue.
All right. You'll be... I'm sorry.
The situation...
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been... The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the resident.
How awful. And all of this just came out...
It was quite frightening indeed. I only
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like...
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
Sorry. I need to go for now.
And out she goes. Seems it might...
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support... Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. Traveler, Paimon, would...
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation...
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't...
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, they were helping evacuate the rest, and... I've known them for so long. I could at least hold a funeral for my father, and I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a
I can understand. Besides,
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Pop.
How could Master ever be upset with you? Yet the cemetery is the home of those...
Buying yourself a plot in advance?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus.
Hey, stop.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip.
That makes sense. In that case,
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us...
Personally, I believe...
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I've promised to let them rest in peace here. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never sold Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. By the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena, Khan, so everyone else...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And the overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the Malus and Silver were not the price for saving...
You're right. Thank you, Pai. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you...
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navi?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you...
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount...
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or... As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such...
Without your help, there would have been many more...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only...
Don't say that. You and your As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right...
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies...
So, you're one who will try to change...
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things... By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Private!
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time... Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of my people initially disaster struck, and at present, we're all—
So that's why the
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Linny told me that outside of the house, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest—
Oh!
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But—
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something.
Since you put it that way, I have no— All right, the room—
Okay, the three of us. ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient.
Let's go in and have...
Just be careful.
Let's dance.
Mind the deluge. Be still.
Motion to compel. Breath of the flame. What? The floor here isn't safe. Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us. Incinerate!
Illusion shut.
This place has also been contaminated.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get Paimon wrong.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in the... That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit.
All right. Come with us for now, then. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
With this bridge! Run for it!
Not
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Oh.
Yes, it would appear.
That's quite possible. However...
Oh, right. It must... This is a
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall...
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you...
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the... They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor opened.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what...
Oh, yes. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without your help.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers. Wait. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I've heard this name before. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, demoiselle.
Huh? We do?
Well, now,
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, demoiselle.
Oh?
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her 2 attendants are with her! Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why? And as for the judge... Huh? Where's...
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right, but...
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If any, not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina...
Wait a moment.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many... We are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably... Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown.
Ah, well, if that's...
How wonderful!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know...
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master...
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual. Please do not mistake her act...
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul... Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerged, now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individual?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and that is how we will enforce.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit—
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the— Don't let them escape! We shall keep—
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia.
Silence!
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any—
Our thanks.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake? Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I think I saw two Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait! Did Oceanids? You mean like what happened?
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even...
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well.
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi! Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I...
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then. So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that amid my astonishment, I ran into the nave.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all the...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Motion to compel! Ha! Boom boom!
Oh no! Another unstable path! Watch your step! There is no excuse. Let's dance. Time for your arraignment. Boom boom. Shine duck. Incinerate! Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden space.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot.
The surrounding walls.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other...
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image?
And is that a ring of people?
The 4th image. I know this one. This exactly matches...
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of...
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking. This says that it's the history of the...
I really...
Still...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning fontain, come before the 3rd, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the 3rd image. That means that the person in...
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but the previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy?
But who would have created the...
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's no...
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself. Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office.
Are you really going to talk to her about this directly?
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be careful.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house up...
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you.
Yay! And there's good food! Ooh, Paimon's already starting to...
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass when
Still, we didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the... Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound... Well, I used to have my own surname, which was... well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took... There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is. Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally...
Wow! Imagine including a...
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is in plain...
Thrice as great?
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're...
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to...
Oh, that's a good thing that...
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have... There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the invitation was sent quite early on.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from
a visionary? Sounds really powerful and...
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel...
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing!
Oh, well...
That's the greatest of astrologists for you!
Indeed!
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's any...
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spinica. Right, but we were able to recruit... Good morning! To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler! We agreed to go...